Look, we working now, man. They can't see the source no more. They can't. Yeah, they can't see source productions, man. All right, hold on. It's hot in here, and I was running around like crazy. So let me get comfortable. All right, top of the afternoon, everybody. Salute to my war eagles over here in the behind the source views, man. Right. One love to my guys, General Gumbo Sauce, General CW Thumbnails, man. That's the West and the South region generals in here. Salute to my guys, man. So, without further ado, it broke this week. This is boxing content, boxing conversations. Brian Norman was let go. Brian Norman Sr. was let go by Brian Norman Jr. Derrick James is the new captain of the ship. Brian Norman Sr. has been on the internet like he does. He loves the internet. He was over there with Millie City, and I think my content got to him. I definitely know Greg Hackett's content. Shout out to Greg Hackett, my guy Greggy, and YSM Jamil. Um, because and shout out to CW. Quick, we give a producer credit for this. He wants to fight these guys, but the person that he really wants to fight is himself. Because if you listen to the interview or the shit that he did with YSM, no accountability. He still wants it to be, oh, it's boxing, right? Yes, it is boxing. You're highlighting the fact that your son got hit with a shot. He got hit with that shot because you sent him in there to run at this man. He doesn't count upon, he doesn't do this. No accountability, right? But that's neither here nor there. But what I want to point out is that this dude is off, right? Now, granted, early in the week, I said, man, um, maybe he'll be the Chiefs' second. Yes, laugh at him, CW. He's a clown, right? Do I look like a clown? Remember when we used to do those, CW? We're going to start those up. And I believe next month or March, the show kicks off again, Raising Canaan. So we'll definitely be doing those. I'm going to be incorporating those type of segments. The boxing, they can have it. All of the crow niggas, y'all can have it, man. Y'all gonna be sick in a second, right? We got a real situation on the table, as you can see. Right? We already do. Um, but yeah, the father, no accountability. Not only no accountability, um, he doesn't even want to work with Derrick James. He was like so arrogant and pompous, right? And I'm gonna play some of that, right? Matter of fact, let me get that up right here. You guys will be able to hear it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but you guys should be able to hear it on the behind the scenes. You won't be able to see it, but you'll be able to hear it, right? So, look, I'm DJing right now, yeah. That's what we do over here, man. Yo, listen, as a content creator, you're a DJ, right? A lot of these content creators, they're not nice on the ones and twos. That's why they want a whole gang on stage with them. Nah, you got to be able to. You're not a DJ, man. You're a crash dummy, right? You guys are crash dummies, man. But let's get over here, man. What is it? Two Tone, the superstar. Shout out to Two Tone. I'm gonna use some of your content, good brother. Two Tone. I think it's the superstar. There he is, right? You better be careful, Two Tone. Brian Norman Jr. is gonna want to fight you. He always likes to fight content creators, man. He's gonna want to fight you. He's gonna want to fight you, man. He's gonna want to run the fade with you. That's what he does. He's a bully. He attempts to bully people, right? But Two Tone say you crashed out, man. Master Rank in the building. Salute, man. Hit the like button, man. Run the likes up, man. If y'all want to, hit the Cash App. Donate to the channel. You can see we're growing, man. Your donations go far over here, man. And the content. I'm scratching in here. Look. Look. Y'all want to see my setup, man? Y'all want to see my setup? If I show you my setup, am I bragging? That's why I said that the donations go far over here. Look. All right, I'll show you my setup. Look. If I had to get in here and knuckle something down, I could. Look at my setup, though, right? I'm in a smaller room today, but it's still large and in charge, right? See? You see? We're working, right? Just show y'all the setup. You come through the doors right there, right? If I want my guests in here, I can have the guests over there, right? As you can see, the setup is nice, right? We're working, man. We're working. Y'all appreciate it or what, man? Like I said, when you donate over here, the donations go far, man. We're not taking your money. We're not going to get high. Like you guys don't and I tell you, don't support these fiends and their habits, man. There's a lot of content fiends. Don't support these guys, man. You know, if their channels are monetized and you donate to them, you know they're probably coming to see a supplier like me. I don't do those things. I have CMOS, the good stuff, right? But that's what these guys are probably doing. In all likelihood, they're taking your money and they're going to get high. They're going to see the dope man, dope man. Remember that song by NWA? Dope man, dope man. These guys are going to see the dope man. These guys are drug fiends, man. Right? They're fiends on the internet, man. And it's sad because nowadays you could be a fiend on the internet. You know, Wi-Fi is free, right? But let's get over here to Two Tone, the superstar, man. I think it was a short video, right? The crash out. Brian Norman Sr. Two Tone has a lot of videos, man. Did he take it down? Damn. Let me find out. Let me find out what's the name got to him. Brian Norman Sr. applied the pressure on him and got to him. He had a good video up, man. This motherfucker must have took it down, man. I can't believe this guy took the video down. Hold on, man. This guy took the video down. No, here it is. There it is. There it is. Now, but I don't want the live. I want the video. Here it is right here. The end. There it is. I found it. I found it, y'all. I was about to say, damn, you got scared of Brian Norman Sr.? He flexed on you. You got nervous. Don't get nervous, man. This guy ain't like that. But if y'all want to come on to the other live stream where y'all can see the video, because look, I'm gonna just show y'all. Look, we working, man. We got a good thing going on. I'm not on StreamYard, y'all. I'm not messing with StreamYard like that. StreamYard to pay for itself, but I'm over here. So y'all, like, you know, y'all be able to see it. If y'all want to come over here and see it, because I'm about to do the breakdown, right? But if you over here, you'll be able to hear it. You won't be able to see it, though. You won't, yeah, look. And to the crows, it's over for y'all, man. You content crows that been hating in the bushes, man, y'all lost, man. I hit so many years on y'all over the years. You've been in the jealous section. But let's get a gander.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it.
Right?
Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
Let me know y'all can hear
made for anyone with an idea and a drive to bring it to life. Describe what you want and what.
So yesterday when Brian Norman Sr. went on Mill City Boxing, and I'm going to be honest, I think he crashed out.
He did.
You want to know my game plan? My game plan, jab to the body, jab to the head, jab to the shoulder.
Look, that nigga was mad. Y'all got to stop it and go, because this is about content. But yo, that nigga said, you want to know my game plan? Jab to the body, jab to the head. That nigga was mad, man. Yo, why are you mad? Why are you mad? It's just a fight, man. You lost. It is what it is, man. You let the fight another day. But that nigga was mad. See, that's why, look, he couldn't have been. That's why I don't interview a lot of these guys no more. I only want to interview good energy people, right? Because if I was interviewing him on my platform and how he was talking to Millie City, I would have did him like my nieces. I would have said, yo, dog, you sound mad. I'd have been like, yo, why are you mad? Yeah, y'all remember for y'all that rock with the channel? Remember when Coach Green was a baby? She used to do that. Coach Green, she outgrew that. But I used to be her boss. I'm mad. I'm mad. Coach Green used to be like, I ain't mad. But this guy sounded mad, right? Didn't he sound mad? Put it in the comment section, man. He sounded mad, right?
Throw a lot of combinations. Because guess what? Devin Haney don't do that.
Not because he was emotional. I mean, being emotional, that is human.
He was mad.
He crashed out because he refused to take accountability.
I just showed y'all the 2 rounds. Okay, nobody in this motherfucking chat tell me Brian Norman Jr. was getting outclassed when that second round.
Yo, Derrick James took his job, man. He's reacting like a man that lost his job right now. He's hurt. He's scorned. It be like that when you lose your job. He went from, got the notes right here. He went from, right? Listen, check the vibes, man. He went from a world champion coach, because Brian Norman was a champion, world champion. He went from a world champion coach to an unemployed boxing trainer that these niggas use for clicks and views on YouTube. Let that soak in, man. And hopefully y'all caught that source, because that's what they did to him. That's what they did to him.
Okay.
And let's be clear about something first. This isn't about disrespecting Brian Norman Sr. This isn't about erasing what he's done for his son.
Absolutely not. Oh, goddamn.
This is about what happens after your fighter loses on the biggest stage of his life.
Oh, goddamn. Oh, goddamn. He said legalized Dreamfish, Colorado River. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. But yes, he got stepped on and punched on. Stepped on and punched on. And this guy still doesn't want to take. Yo, listen. He made his bed, y'all. Do y'all remember all the build up and lead up before the fight? When he was saying how he was going to step on Dev and do all these things. He did not come through with none of that. With none of that, man. And yes, he's crashed out. But you know who we got to blame? And I'm saying their names today. Blame Coach Malachi. Blame Millie City. Because these guys love to have you on the platform and exploit you. Because that's what they did. They exploited you. You should have been focused on the fight. You should have been, look, you let, and I say this respectfully, you let 2 YouTubers with YouTube platforms make you crash out for their benefit. Because that's what you did. You crashed out. And now you're still crashing out. And look who has your job. Derrick James kicked you out the whip. You got kicked out the whip. You got kicked out the whip, nigga. You want to fight content creators now. You know who you really want to fight? You want to fight Derrick James. But you know Derrick James was a former fighter too. You probably don't think you could whoop Derrick James. But you want to fight Jamil. Shout out to YSM, a content creator. And you want to fight Greg Hackett again. Why don't you fight Derrick James, nigga? Derrick James took your job, nigga. Go fight Derrick, nigga. How's the content looking, man? Stop being a coward. Go fight Derrick. That's who you really want to fight. He took your job, nigga.
Because when your son loses a world title fight, somebody has to own the result. Respectfully. Somebody got to take the blame. Somebody.
And you admit you gave Junior the wrong game plan?
Absolutely not. He didn't. He didn't do the game plan. He didn't come up. He didn't.
Yo, that's why your son fired you, nigga. That's why he fired you, nigga. Look, man, asked you a simple question, right? How's the content looking, by the way, man? Hit the like button, man. Likes are free, man. Donate to the channel if you want to, right? This nigga said he didn't do the game plan, right? So he doesn't need to work with you then. He's not listening to you, nigga. I'm gonna just be raw and uncut. He don't need to work with you then, nigga. He's not listening to you. You sat there on Millie City and said he didn't do the game plan. He didn't listen. So if he didn't listen to you, he did the right thing by firing you because he didn't listen to you, right? That's what you said, nigga. Right?
He didn't follow the game plan.
On the show, Brian Norman Sr. said his son did nothing wrong when he got dropped by Devin Haney.
Yeah.
I just remember, thinking in the fight that, my dad was right about everything.
Right.
My dad,
the difference,
along with my other coach.
See the difference, Devin and Dad, Bill and Dev, and shout out to my guy. I got him on the channel too, Mickey Bay. Right? They had a game plan. They were focused, man. Bill wasn't on the chitlin circuit like that, man. This dude was on the chitlin circuit every day of the week, man. I thought he became a content creator, man. I was like, damn, this nigga's a content creator now, man. I thought he was a co-host with these guys, man. But that shit backfired. You see, the receipts are out there. You said your son didn't follow the game plan. Look, great video, Two-Tone. He's probably going to want to fight you next.
For my dad, drew up the game plan, and it worked to a T.
He said that's just boxing. Then he went ahead and revealed the game plan.
You want to know my game plan? My game plan: jab to the body, jab to the head, jab to the shoulders, throw a lot of
jab to the body, jab to the head, jab to the. That's a good game plan, but you say he didn't listen to it. Jab to the body, jab to the head. Now, you guys watch boxing. You gotta watch this and act like you don't watch it because you're in the bushes. Did Brian Norman do those things? Did he jab to the body, jab to the head, jab to the shoulders? I don't know. Watch the fight. Did he do those?
The combinations. Because guess what? Devin Haney don't do that.
He said Brian Norman Jr. was not outclassed, Lord Child. And that right there is the problem.
But what happened to the left hook, though? Everybody said that he had a left hook, and I was a sucker for a left hook, and he was this big knockout puncher. And
because if nothing went wrong, why are we here crashing out, gang? Respectfully.
Word.
I mean, you can't.
Yeah, he's crashing out because he wants to fight Derrick James, but he's scared of Derrick. He's scared of Derrick. Look, so what do niggas do? What do coward ass niggas do, right? He's comfortable fighting YSM and Greg Hackett, right? They didn't take your job, nigga. You really want to fight Derrick James? Go step to Derrick. But you a coward. Yeah, that's how cowards give it up, right? Yeah, and I knew he was a coward when he tried to get at me. But look, like I said, I'm your Huckleberry, nigga. I'm your Huckleberry. I deleted you because I said, yeah, you know what? You think you're going to run down on me and it's not going to go bad for you. All right. You're sadly mistaken. Don't let my setup here or what I'm trying to do fool you. My demon will come out of me and it'll go left for you, man. But see how when you are walking in God's path, right? That's what I do. I stay away from that energy. Because a nigga like you will trick you out your spot. And that's what happened to you. You let Coach Malachi, you let Millie City, all these YouTubers that would have loved to have been in your position, especially Coach Malachi. The nigga's name is Coach. Who does he coach? His name is Coach. Who does he coach? You was coaching a world champion, your son. But now Derrick James has that job, nigga. Go fight Derrick. How's the content looking?
Can't have it both ways.
Now, if Junior says he needs you, he needs you in the corner. You there?
If you say he need me in the corner?
Yeah.
If he say he need me in the corner, if my son say he need me in the magnitude, I'm there. You know that.
You cannot. You can't say my son followed the plan perfectly and we don't need to adjust anything. That tells me one thing. You're protecting your ego, not the progress. Absolutely. And here's where it gets real. Brian Norman Jr. said himself that he's just a soldier. He was following the game plan. Now, that's not throwing Brian Norman Sr. under the bus.
I want to say my father is no longer my head trainer at the moment. I know some things had to get shooken up a little bit.
That's a fighter talking to you saying that he trusted the system. And
he did. He obviously did trust the system because what did he do? In the second round, he ran into a burning building and got his head popped off. He got his head popped off. He ran into that burning building and got his head popped off, right? But that's neither here nor there, man. How's the content looking, man? This is boxing. Brian Norman Jr. got kicked out the whip. Derrick James took over the whip. And Derrick James is happy because this could put Derrick James back in position. Because Brian Norman Jr. is a former world champion. I'm pretty sure Top Rank is going to move him. They're going to attempt to get him back in position. He's a young guy. Maybe you should go fight Derrick James, man. Derrick James took your job. Greg Hackett didn't take your job. Jamil does content. He didn't take your job. Next, Two-Tone, you better be careful. He might want to fight you for putting out this content. He might want to fight you for putting out this content because he attempted to fight me, or he thought he was going to fight me, right? He was like, oh, when I see you, nigga, when you see me, get out of character. Get out of character, nigga. I got something on my hip that will put you right back where you need to be at, nigga. I don't fight no more, right? I'm one of my Bernard Hopkins. What Bernard Hopkins said? Bernard Hopkins said, I did enough fighting in the streets, in Philadelphia streets, for free, right? I don't fight no more, nigga. You attempt to fight me, right? I will politely, you will most likely have to fight for your life. Hello. How is the content looking, man? How is the content looking, right? Huh? But Two-Tone, be careful, man. He might want to fight you, man. This content is hot.
when the system fails, the leader has to answer for it, respectfully. And this is where I'll give you a real world example, because the whole thing is ghetto. When Mike Tomlin stepped away from the Pittsburgh Steelers, instead of the Pittsburgh Steelers saying, you're fired, Mike Tomlin went ahead and said, I stepped down from the organization. I believe Brian Norman Jr. should have told Senior, look, tell them that you stepped down. We're going to go ahead in a different direction, and it's going to be popping for both of us respectfully. And I'm going to end it with this. Brian Norman Jr. is still elite. One loss, it does not define him at all.
It doesn't. Great video. Great video, brother, right? But be careful. He might want to fight you now. Yeah, that nigga might want to fight you. Because he damn sure ain't going to want to fight Derrick James. And Derrick took his job. Right? Normally, don't you want to fight the nigga that took your job? Right? Like, oh, that nigga took my job. He took food off my plate. Content creators ain't taking food off your plate. So why you want to fight Greg Hackett? Right? You said that, CW. You want to fight Greg Hackett, right? Why you want to fight Greg Hackett? Greg Hackett just pointed out a lot of gems on you. So you want to fight the niggas that throw the gems out on you, right? I see what's going on. It's content though, man. Told you I came in the studio. Tom, salute, man. Another one of the War Eagle generals in the building. Appreciate you, Tom. Salute. But yeah, man, Derrick James took your job, man. Right? You want to fight everybody but Derrick. You don't even want to work with Derrick, man. You said, look, right? Maybe you should go holler at Bomac and them, right? They don't have that attitude, right? It's Red, it's Saul, it's Bernie, it's Bomac. Look what they was able to accomplish. If they had your mentality, oh man, I'm the chef. I can't work with another chef. They wouldn't have made it. If the Wu-Tang Clan had your mentality, they wouldn't have made it. You have the wrong mentality, nigga. The wrong mentality. And you crashed out. You let these content creators make you crash out, man. He said, Coach, didn't I tell you Norman was... Oh, man. Yeah, he's done. He's done, man. He's embarrassed right now, man. He's embarrassed, man. See, look, he should have been on top of this, right? Because And look, I knew this, right? Shout out to my sources. I can't let out my sources. But one of my manager player partners, right? Well, I'm popping it, right? The moment this shit popped off, he told me. But I was like, I'm going in a different direction. I don't want to be messy. I don't want to have to get into no drama. Cause I learned, man, from coming in the game hard with it, right? Whenever you drop certain content and you don't got no smut on you, these niggas be mad. I learned that with Earl Spence and them. So when they gave me this, and I was like, nah, I'll just wait. Because one thing about being a real ill DJ, rocking this microphone, it doesn't matter when you drop your content or your substance. Because when you drop your substance, when it's official substance, these niggas can't fuck with you. Right? But I told y'all, right? If you watch my stamps, I was killing them off the rip. Oh, goddamn, right? Oh, goddamn, right? I was saying he was dumb, right? Incompetent, right? Remember when I said that about Derrick James, right? Y'all remember that? When Bo Mack, remember? Well, we can rewind the tape like Manager Marty would say. Roll the tape, right? Remember I said that about Derrick? My Caribbean grandfather came out of me, right? When that nigga Bo Mack, I don't have my Murder Ones on in here, man. Yo, Bo Mack had on the Murder Ones. Bo Mack said, I respect what you have done in the game, Derrick, but you have not won up against me and my staff, right? And I said, oh, man, I called EJ's uncle. I said, yo, he's in trouble, man. They gonna whoop him. They figured him out. And then Derrick just let me know. Derrick knew he was incompetent, right? He did the incompetent move. He wanted to diss and snap Big Macs and Cheetos. And I was like, nigga, these niggas figured you out, nigga. You don't even have a game plan. You don't even have a game plan. That nigga Bo Mack said the infamous words. He said, yo, you can't hide no more, Derrick. You can't hide no more, Derrick, right? That nigga Derrick said, hide him. Like, man, we see how that played out, right? This is the new guy that took your job, right? He's the new guy that took your job. You don't want to go up and work with him. Maybe y'all should work together, right? It takes a village to raise a warrior fighter. Look at Terrence Crawford. How many coaches does he have? And he's arguably going down as one of the greatest of this era, at least, right? But he had Saul, he had Red Spikes, he had Bo Mack, he had Bernie, he had other people that we probably don't even know about. And look how he ended up. And if you watch their units in the corner, no egos, because they know. Shout out to my brother Gumbo. When you're making a gumbo, everybody, like this table right here, they're bringing an ingredient. This might be the garlic. This might be the sausages, right? This might be the shrimp. This might be the salt, right? That's how you make that gumbo, man. Can you feel it? Nothing can save you. Y'all caught the vapors, man. Content, man. How was the content looking now, man? But Brian Norman Sr., man, go fight Derrick James, man. Stop trying to fight content creators and guys that's out here putting out content. The real person you want to fight is Derrick James, man. Derrick James took your job. You're fired, to Donald Trump's voice, right? Yeah, knowing you might want to fight your son for firing you. But you probably know you can't whoop him now because he's much younger, strong. You probably know you can't whoop him either right now. So what are you doing? You think you can whoop on the weaker guys. You think you fought Greg Hackett, so you're comfortable. You want to fight him. And then you want to fight Jamil, a content creator, right? You want to fight these guys. Go fight Derrick James. Derrick James kicks you out the whip, right? And now you're online talking about you don't want to work with him. Why? Why wouldn't you want to be the chief second, right? Wasn't Earl Spence's dad the chief second? right? Big Earl, shout out to Big Earl. He was the chief second. He was in the corner, but your ego is too big because your son lets you go as the captain of the ship. So you feel like you don't want to be on the ship. Content, man. How we looking, man? Smash the like buttons. Smash the like button, man. I'm about to get up out of here. I did a good half hour. Gave y'all some good substance, right? We cooking, man. This is what we do, man. God is good, man. Growth over gimmicks. Vision over the views, right? Vision over the views, man. Not bad for a guy that nobody watches, right? Like I said, feel free to donate to the channel, man. The more you donate, the more I'll give you this type of substance, man, for the boxing community. Like I said, salute to my war council, my war eagles. CW, if you want to show me a thumbnail to use for this, because I didn't even get one together. I rushed down here just to get this out because they had us on standby. So I was like, man, I don't want to go get in my flow. Because look, when I get in here, man, like I said, I'm a mad scientist, man. When I get up in here and I get the mixing, right? I ask you if you want to come on and get in the blend, right? I don't need much, man. A lot of these other content creator crows, man, they can't move, man. That's why they stay in the bushes. They in the bushes, man. They don't know how to rock a mic. Look, they can't rock no mics, man. They gimmicks. They don't know how to mix. They don't know how to blend it all in, man. They in the way, man. They been in the way. That's why they watch the real master magicians out here and they try to steal. But look, you can't steal growth, nigga. You can't steal motion. You can't steal receipts. See, you niggas been stealing for years and years. But where's your show and prove at, man? Huh? When you gonna start showing and proving? Not sitting around getting high and drunk, telling stories. We want to see those stories, man. But hey, what do I know? Content for y'all, man. But yes, Derrick James kicked him out the whip, man. But in all likelihood, like I said, Derrick allowed EJ's father in the corner. Pretty sure he will allow you in the corner, man. But you just know Derrick will tell you, make you sign an NDA or something like, yo, you can't say shit. You could just be in the corner. You could just be in the corner. This is my corner. It's my corner, punk, right? It's my bite. Content, yeah. How's the content looking, man? How's the content looking, man? But this is the Sauce Experience, the news. Or Shanewz. Media, marketing, management, marketing, media, consultant, agent. You know, you do have options. Hopefully you enjoyed the sauce, man. It's just a quick one, man. Derrick James kicked him out the whip. No accountability from senior. He followed the game plan. He didn't follow the game plan. All right? Jab to the body, jab to the shoulder, jab to the this, jab to the that. Did he follow it or didn't he? But now he's with Derrick James, man. And Derrick James will be a good fit because when you watch the interview, he wants an isolated gym. That is the world. Shout out to World Combat Sports. Said the world-class furniture store, the world-class boxing gym. That is the same gym that Derrick James said that I was upset that I couldn't come to. Y'all just seen me leave the gym. The gym that I came from produced who? Buddy McGirt, a Hall of Fame legend. And happy birthday to cuz, 62 years strong, man. Today, Buddy McGirt. IBF champion, first ever from Long Island. WBC champion, two-time champion. That's the gym I work at. But Derrick James said I was mad I couldn't come to his gym. Fuck I want to come to your gym for, nigga. All right? And look what I was able to do at my gym. Got a 17-year-old kid signed. All while you and your peoples attempted to throw smut on my jacket for being what you thought was just only a content creator, media guy that didn't have good equipment. Now I have a whole space to record in. Huh? A whole space, man. But look how God done turned it all around. Now you don't really have no fighters, right? Alicia Baumgardner. Charlo done exposed you. Earl done exposed you. AJ left you. Frank Martin done left you. Look how that little time in there because I'm about to close out. Frank Martin is with my cousin, the gym that I come out of. But I was mad I couldn't come to your gym. Fuck your gym, nigga. How Charlie Murphy said, Eddie, how Charlie Murphy say, rest in peace, Rick James. Fuck your couch, nigga. Fuck your gym. What time do the 49ers play tonight, Alvin? I see you over here. Smash the like button, Alvin. What time do they play, man? What time do they play tonight? Or do they play tonight? Or is it tomorrow, Alvin? Let me know, man. Should I get some wings tonight, Alvin? Alvin said bang, bang, 49ers game. Right? But I'm about to get up out of here, man. I killed the crime scene for y'all real quick, man. Let y'all see my setup. Hold on, man. Hold on. Look, I got it going on. I got the iPhone right here. Look, the iPhone be right here recording me. Right? Look. I might incorporate this phone and have this phone. I might have this phone. Right? Look at the setup, right? I might have this phone, do other things, right? Real talk, I might have this phone do other things, right? I might make this phone do other things. Cause at the end of the day, this was gonna be for the call-up show, but I'm leaning away from that, man. I'm leaning away from that 5 p.m. So 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Thank you, Alvin. 5 p.m. tonight, right? Or is that Eastern Standard Time, Alvin, before we close out? Is that Eastern Standard Time? What time is that? Is that Eastern Standard Time? Because that's a half an hour. Pacific Northwest. So 8 o'clock. All right, I got time. Oh, speaking of that, Joe Dini wanted to know what time the Knick game was on. I forgot all about Joe Dini. But hopefully y'all enjoyed the sauce, man. Merchandise available. Still got, a limited edition of the hats, customized zip-up hoodies, jackets, the Seymours. Hit me up, man. Pick your pleasure. Thanks for supporting the Niners, of course. Anything else is uncivilized. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, good brother. Hit that like button, man. Can you do that for me? Can you hit that like button for me? Likes are free. Please, by all means, good brother, hit that like button. That's all I need. I just need a like. Got it going on, man. But listen, I'm up out of here. I got to break this shit down. Well, it's an easy breakdown. I got nice with it, man. But I appreciate everybody that has been watching the journey, copying. If you're gonna copy, man, you got to step it up, right? When you're gonna copy, look, get you a mic like this. Well, you don't gotta get this mic, but get you a mic, get you a booth like this. This is a nice booth. Look, I don't got I could have bought the joint in here, but I didn't need it, man. This is a quick in and out, man. Get you a setup like this. See if I have the guests in here. Remember when I had Miss McLeod, Broadway, and other people in here, right? I used to have my kids in here. You can have your guests, and you can do your thing, man. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. And a lot of times, network with the right people and don't try to shit on the right people, right? That's what a lot of y'all do. Y'all sit on the internet and think y'all shitting on people, and you really just shitting on yourself, man. But how is the content looking now? You do have options. I holla.